What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome to another episode of Road to Show here with Deshaun King, back here with episode 37. And today we are going to be in the looks like the All-Star festivities coming up here, and of course we're not going to be able to be in the Home Run Derby, but we are going to be hopefully maybe in the All-Star game. We're going to look at some stats here. Before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you guys can be the first ones to know when this series or any video that happens to drop here on the channel. You guys can be the first ones to know. But as we take a look here, the Brewers currently right now in first place in the National League Central with a 53-37 record, 4 games over the Reds, who are currently in second place. There you see the Phillies right now taking that division right now in the NL East over the Braves, Mets, Nationals, and Marlins. Take a look at the NL West, and there you see the Dodgers, of course, being dominant as you expected. And there you see the wild card with the Padres, Reds, and Braves in those 3 positions there. Cubs, Mets, Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Pirates, Nationals, Marlins, and etc. going on there. Take a look at the American League East. You see the Blue Jays leading that one right now in a really competitive race where really anybody can grab that division, surprisingly enough. But Yankees 2 games back, Red Sox 2 games back, Rays 5 games back, and of course Orioles 9 games back. So a nice competitive division there in the AL East. AL Central, Twins right now holding on to that spot with a 6-game lead over the Guardians, I should say. White Sox, Tigers, and Royals lead out the bottom 3. And then as we take a look at the AL West, right now, a battle between Seattle and Houston, both grabbing first place with a 55 and 36 record. Rangers, 4 games back behind those 2 teams. Angels 8.5 games back, and of course the Athletics, of course, as not or kind of be expected right now, 22 games back in the division. Right now, the Angels have the best streak right now, currently right now in that division, with a 4-game winning streak. So for us, like I said, we've been playing pretty well. We've taken the first place position there, and we're hoping that we can hold on to it going in the second half of the season. Of course, we got a lot of divisional games coming up in the second half of the season. We'll see here in the next couple of episodes. And of course, there's going to be a battle because right now we're kind of fighting with the Reds, who are pretty much the only team that can come near us. But if we don't play if we don't really dominate them and play well against the other, really try to put some distance between us and the Reds, you got teams like the Cubs can really go in there and sneak up and be a shocker there, and that's what we're hoping that we can avoid here. Take a look at the current numbers right now for the season. You guys can pause the video right now, and Deshaun, playing kind of where he's expected to play right now. Not having any astronomical numbers, which is fine. We like, but he is hitting a little above average right now. I think he's around 320 for the season. As we take a look at the league leaders right now, Shohei Itami with the most hits. There you see Starling Marte with the most at-bats. You may not see Deshaun in too many of these categories here. If you do, he's going to be somewhere in the, not necessarily the top guy in that category, but maybe somewhere in the top 10. But he is doing his best. He is doing a great job here. Hitting here. Of course, he is having those struggles as a young player coming from the minor leagues and now being called up here this season. And is that transition of becoming a AAA player to a major league player? It's going to take some time. It's going to take a season for him to kind of get caught up and kind of get that speed of how the game is played, especially in the pitching aspects of things, and how to read pitches better, and then just got to get that and his timing down between him and the pitchers that he's going to see, especially coming in the Central, which there's some pretty decent pitchers here. And of course, right now this is a perfect time because we can try to take this division over if we can, if we play very well like we've been playing as of late. There's kind of a revolving door in this division. As you take a look at here, some more of the league leaders. It's kind of a revolving door here in this division. Right now, this division, years past, it was kind of more of a Cardinals, Cubbies, occasionally Reds would pop up here and there. But now as we're starting to climb up there, Pirates, known in the past as well, especially towards the latter part of this season, can creep up there. But we're going to try to see if we can hold on to this top spot right now. Of course, our bat's been kind of an issue as of late, especially with runners in scoring position. We're not doing so well in that category with King, and that's been a bit of a huge problem for us. We have, especially in runners and positions like at second and third, we just cannot find a way to get those runners available. Get them home and get them home safely. So that has been a big issue, and we're hoping that will change. Now, of course, I am trying to change up. We're trying to change the bats and, of course, the equipment there as well. We got some new equipment that I've recently just added to our player, and that we have acquired here in the series so far, and a lot of it's helped us out. I think we're getting close to, if not 70, or it should be at 75 overall, maybe getting closer to 76 overall. And of course, we are trying to do the workouts as well. I don't try to show those too often here, unless it's a new one of we haven't tried yet. But you'll see, possibly see some of that here. I don't think in this video, but I think in the next video here you'll see us do some Pilates and some of the other mini games they have in the game, which I think is pretty cool. I wish it was more of a, wish it would go more of the way that NBA 2K does it, where you can just go and train, do that before, especially days off, so like that, you can do that kind of stuff. But for the most part, like I said, we're playing really well as a team, and of course individually, we are struggling at the plate. Like I kind of figured that was going to be the case here, but for the most part here, we're ready for this second half here to play well and see how we can try to get over this push here and try to really do well once we get to the regular season here, or to the postseason, and try to make it as a postseason team. Try to see if we can try to grab this division that we're in the battle right now. Like I said, the Reds are pretty much the only team up for that battle here in this second, probably in the second half of this season. But you never know; things can definitely change very quickly. And you got teams like the Cubbies or maybe even the Cardinals can bounce back with some decent players they can call up from their AAA organization. But as we take a look here, we're looking at some of the votes here for the All-Star appearance here, and we're hoping that we can get our name called, and unfortunately that is not going to be the case. We're going to be playing backup here, as we're just about 100 or so votes short of grabbing that top spot. Now, we're probably going to be as a reserve in it, but the chances are us actually playing in the game, since we're not necessarily a starter, are probably going to be pretty limited, probably if not at all. So we'll probably end up just go right into the second half here and get that going here as we take a look at some of the other starters. Now we're looking at the American League. I was kind of hoping that we could come in and be a surprising rookie coming in here playing an all-star appearance, but we did have a bit of a slow start that first month, but we're just kind of getting those growing pains of the season, and just trying to make that a huge adjustment. I wasn't really surprised. I was really surprised that we were getting called up this soon. I was thinking maybe season 3, or maybe halfway through this season that we're in right now, we would come in as a get called up after the All-Star break, or before the All-Star break, and play and help out a team. Maybe we're in a contention like we're in right now, possibly winning the division, or or if we're down some and trying to fight to get the division. But I think for the most part here, I kind of like the way how we came in. But in other ways, I kind of wish we just didn't get started yet. But this is not not our year, but next year, definitely with a good year underneath our belt, we should do well. Take a look here at the pitchers of the month, the players of the month, and of course the rookie of the month. And there you see some of the American League players from past months. And of course, then we take a look here at the National League. And we'll see here. Oh, yeah, there you see Sean King, Rookie of the Month in May and June. So, big ups to him. That's 2 months in a row that he's Rookie of the Month. Let's see if we can go for a third one. As we see here, we are not going to be in the All-Star games. That's what I kind of figured here. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with this next first series here after the break. And this series, of course, will be against the looks like it's going to be the Padres. So we're going to kick off here, start this series with the Padres, who are currently 51-40, and I believe they're in second place. They're 5.5 games back of the Dodgers right now, and they're trying to, of course, have pretty much them and the Dodgers really have a shot at that division. So here we are back at home. Crowd here, of course, cheering us on here, and hopefully we'll be able to again next year be voted in as a starter for the National League All-Star team. But take a look here, look at our team leaders, and there you see we are currently in third with 16 home runs there when it comes to team home runs. Willie there at first with 25, and Christian Walker right ahead of us. They're just by 1 with 17. So now with 1 on and 2 out, 0-1 count here for King, and he will foul that off, and I'm making it now 0-2. But yeah, slow start this season. Hopefully the second half of the season will get things going here. Our bats start to talk, start to do some moves here, finding gaps like this one here, as that's going to be a base hit, putting King on board. And now there's 2 on with 2 away. So nice job there, King on board for his first at bat here in this one. And we'll see what we can do here with Gio, as Gio will be up next. And of course, Gio looking for a shot here to bring us home, as that's going to be a ground ball there at first. And that is going to retire this one there, as that ends the inning. So now we go ahead and get to the next at bat, bottom of the third. Bases are empty with 1 out, up by a run here against San Diego. And of course, King here going to take his first pitch here. That's going to be a cut fastball high and inside. Makes it 0-1. 0-1 count. And this one's going to be a floater over there to shallow right field. That's going to be another base hit there for King, as he gets on board now here for the second time now with 2 singles. And some of the things I've been kind of noticing here as well is his power has not been I guess not necessarily excellent, but hasn't been great as of late, as we're usually seeing him hitting well with the power. So we're going to kind of lay off the power for a bit, unless we get runners in scoring position here. We'll kind of go from that from time to time. But I think for the time being, we're going to kind of work on his contact. As you see, the next batter behind us does not make any contact at all. He'll strike out, and that'll leave us stranded there at first base, as we have now 2 out and 1 on. 0-2 count here for Taylor. And we'll see if he can try to advance us 90 feet here. And of course, keep the inning alive. And nope, that's going to be a strikeout there on him, leaving us there stranded, wrapping up the side. Bottom of the 6th coming up here for King, as it's now tied 2 apiece here with bases empty and nobody out. So King's going to lead off here and try to see if he can lead off on the right foot here for his fellow teammates here, as he hits this one here. That's going to be out in a gapper, out in the left, so right center field. That's going to drop in there, and that's going to be a great double for him. And now put him in this position here now to get the first run in here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Take a look at this as he is able to drop one out there. Great job on getting that double. And, of course, getting in scoring position. So Gio will be up next. Gio's 0 for 2 here today. He struck out and, of course, grounded out. 2-2 count. And we'll see the pitch here. This one's going to be high. It's going to be deep. But just deep enough to get the foul ball. Or fly ball there, I should say. And that'll end that at bat for Gio as they'll leave us still at second base. So one away. As Soto gets that nice catch there. We'll see Taylor be up next. 0 for 2 for the day here for Taylor. Gets the pitch, and he's going to hit this one there. That's going to go past the infielder. That's going to be a base hit. Now King's going to come in here to try to score from second, and he's going to get thrown out. What an arm there by the right fielder. Was not expecting that, or actually I should have been expecting that. I think last time we played against the Padres, I think he threw us out. That is Fernando Tatis getting that one there. So nice job there. I think now as I think about it, having deja vu all over, I think he got us out last time around. So now 2 on here, bottom of the 7th here, 2 out. And King looking for a pitch, and he's going to take the first one there. That's going to be a slider inside. Makes it now 0-1. Next pitch coming up here for King. On his 0-1 here, he'll foul this one off there, and that'll be now 0-2. That's King here. Now gets trying to get himself here and got runners in score position here. He'll take that pitch. That'll be a 4-seamer outside. That's going to be low and away. So we'll see if the big dog can do something here as he gets this one here. And that's a nice perfect. Should drive the runner in from second to come in for a score. And that should break up this tie right now, putting us up at a 1-run lead here. 3-2 here in the bottom half of the 7th. That's what you like to see from one of your big hitters here. Especially in a clutch situation here, driving that runner home, scoring it from second, and it puts us up by 1. So Gio will be up next here. Let's see if we can keep this ball rolling here. 0-1 count here for Gio. 2 away. And we'll see the pitch here. This is going to be a floater high and deep out there to shallow center field. And the center fielder will get underneath that one. That'll retire the side. And that'll be it for game 1 of this series as Milwaukee able to walk out of here with a nice run as they'll score a run there in the bottom half of the 9th. Win this one 4-3 is your final score. 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error there for Milwaukee. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Padres. As Jack Flair will be up next. A potential 76 overall. He's a righty from California, as he's been in the league for 6 years, and he's doing pretty well here for San Diego. And just take a look at some of his attributes here. We'll see how he does, as he, of course, he has a great 4-seam fastball, as well as you got to look out for that sinker, and of course that knuckle curve will definitely be dancing around there in the zone. And those are, I would imagine, those would be the 3 pitches that he will definitely be working and rotating around, occasionally throwing that slider as well as that cutter, especially up on you, around your upper body there. So let's take a look here. Look at some of his stats. 86 strikeouts. He has a 4.85 ERA. He's given up a couple home runs, and there you see his WAR is under 1. So another beautiful day here at the ballpark, American family, and there you see guys warming up before the game. Let's see what King can try to do here. So actually see him defensively here. Let's see if now he's up to bat. And there's of course a runner on second with 2 out. And of course, let's hope for a pop fly here. This one's gonna be over high and deep over the right center field. That's going to bounce out of the way. No one's going to get to that one there. Rudd's going to go ahead and come up and score. And nice job there from Tatis Jr. as he gets a double, RBI double there for him. And the Padres will lead it now 1-0. As you see, Tatis doing a great job there finding that spot that he needed to get to be able to score that run and take a one-run lead right now. Bottom of the first, 2 away and 1 on. And, of course, King going to have to get off the plate here as the runner is being thrown at there at first base. So, pitcher's going to try to check the runner. We'll see now here. And we'll see a pitch there. That's going to be a nice ball. As Flaherty is already behind. And again, see some of the home run leaders here right now. So now 1 will count. And King after this one there, that's going to drop to shallow right field. And that is a base hit for Deshaun King. 2 on, 2 out. King here now trying to get off the bag here just a little bit. Maybe thinking about, unless he gets a sign from the coach, thinking about stealing here. And then you see there, that's going to be a pop-up there. And that is going to be infield pop-up there. That's going to retire the side. As now we go to the bottom of the 4th. And King here going to warm up. And we have a couple options here. Runner on first. So a nice dynamic challenge here. We're going to try to swing for power and try to see if we can advance the runner up 90 feet with our power swing here. And we'll take the first pitch there. And we'll see 1-0. 1-0 count here. As we'll see the pitch there. That's going to be a strike. So 1-1 count for King as he'll take another pitch. And that's going to be swing and a miss there for him. As that's going to be now 1-2. So he's got to be protective here. This one here is going to foul this one off down the right field, right down the first base line. That's going to be now 1-2 still. And the pitch here, and that's, ooh, nasty right there. I thought we'd get catch up on that pitch, but no, cannot. And that is going to retire him at this at-bat here, as he cannot do anything with anything he was thrown at, too. Good job there from the pitcher. Go down to the bottom half of the 6th. 2 out and 2 on. King here now looking to see if he can get something going. As he swings and misses there. So now 1 count, 2 out. And King swings and misses there on that pitch. As we're looking at now at 0-2. So now got to be defensive here. Got to line up something here. Foul something off again. Or just do that. Just go chasing as he goes out. Chasing out the zone, and that's going to get Flaherty out of the inning. Nice job. As now we go to the bottom half of the 8th. San Diego taking a big lead here now, 7-2. Runner on first, 2 away. And we'll see the pitch, and that's going to be a slider inside. 1-0. King now looking for the next pitch here, and he's going to go chasing this time around and ties it up now 1-1. Flaherty here, trying to have a day here against us. So far, he has a good, nice lead here, nice 5-run lead. We're going to try to do our best, try to see if we can shrink this down as much as we possibly can here. As of here, oh, nice hit there from King. That's going to drop in, and that's going to move the runner up 90 feet from first to second. So nice hit there for King. Not what we were looking for there, but, nonetheless, we're trying to get something going. Bottom half of the eighth still. As now Ryan McMahon up to bat. So 2 out. And runner on second. He's going to now take off here and try to get down fast enough down the line, or around the horn there. And we'll see that the Padres will come out with a victory here today, as they'll win this one, and a tough one here at home in front of the home crowd. 7-3, Padres win this one. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. For us, Milwaukee, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error as well. Tough break for us, but we're hopefully be able to turn things around here, as Flaherty just pitched a really good game. So like Mike Clevener here, he's going to be pitching here in this, I believe, the 3rd and final game of this series here against the Padres. And there you see potential 77 or 78, or excuse me, 74 overall. And we'll take a look at his numbers here. He's at 18 appearances. He has 4-7 for the season. And we'll see here, pitching 103 and 1/3 innings of work, giving him 94 hits, 56 runs, 53 of those were earned, giving it 13 home runs, as well as 38 walks and 67 strikeouts. ERA right now at 4.62. So we should be able to, if we take our time, find the right pitches here, we should be able to do well against this pitcher here, as he has been struggling as of late. And there you see his WAR, well under 1. But I think we got a good opportunity here to get things changed now for ourselves here, as we get started in this 3rd and final game of this first homestand now. Of course, we got one more coming up here in this episode, and that'll, of course, will be against the White Sox. As you take a look there, yep, series tied 1 apiece. And let's see what we can do here now in this 3rd and final game here today. So Sean now up to bat, 2 on, 1 out. We'll see what he can do here in this situation here as he's kick off the 3rd game of this series here with the Padres. He'll take the first pitch, and it will be a ball. Let's take a look at the team leaders right now in home runs, and there you see he is currently in 3rd place, actually tied in 3rd place there with Christian Walker. So we'll see who gets a hold of, get a little piece of that one there. That's a 4-seamer, and that'll be now a 1-1 count. So 1-1, 2 on. And he gets a piece of this one this time. This one's going to go high. It's going to go deep. It's going to go back to the right field wall. It's going to bounce off the wall. Runner should come in to score. And, boy, he's got to get back here because the runner is not. Oh, no. Runner does not score at all. Thought a runner was going to score there. But, no, bases are loaded now here. They hold up the runner at 3rd. So no run is scored. And King is going to, instead of getting 2, he's going to only get a single there. And that at bat. So Ryan McMahon now up next here. We'll see what McMahon can do with bases loaded. 0-2 count with 1 out. And of course, he is trying to open this game up here with some kind of single here to help us out. But he will take a strikeout, and that'll be 2 away. As you see here, is kind of chuckling to himself there, thinking maybe he should have maybe not go for that pitch there, but you see, it's right there in the zone. And so, no choice but to go after it. And, of course, he will mistime that one. So now 0-2. Bases are still loaded here. Gio up to bat. And we'll see what Gio can do here as he hits this one there. That's going to be a ground ball there to second. And that's just going to be a routine play. And that's going to get it. That's going to end the inning on that one. So no runners will come across. Bases will be loaded. Go now to the bottom of the 3rd with bases empty with 1 on, or bases empty with 1 out. King up to bat here, and we'll see what he can do. It's a 2-1 ball game. Milwaukee trailing here. As, of course, King trying to get something going here with one out. And, of course, we've been talking about it here lately. Runners in scoring position has not been his thing here, but when there's no runners on board here, he usually plays pretty well. Unfortunately, that's going to go right to the right fielder, Tatis, and that will end his at-bat here in the inning. As now we'll go to the bottom half of the fifth here, down trailing by 2. We have one on, nobody out here. So King is going to take the first pitch as a high fastball. Makes it 1-0. King trying to be patient at the plate here, not trying to go after any pitch here. Well, take that back now. He is going to go after the next pitch there. And see, that one goes out of the zone. Has him chasing there. 1-1. And that slider this time a little further inside, or a little further in the zone, but still outside there. Makes it now 1-2. And the next pitch here, this is going to be a ground ball there. Oh, second baseman can't make a play. But King is going to get there with no problem. And that will be considered a base hit, or no, an error. And that is going to be an E4 on Kim. As that's going to put now runners on first and second. So let's see if McMahon can take advantage of this error. And let's turn this error into a run. 1-2 count here for him. Still nobody out. As he's going to get brushed off the plate there. Making it 2-2. So 2-2 count. And King get off the back here just a bit at the first base here. Oh, good. It's a nice ripper right there. That's going to drop down. Runner should come around to score. And the runner will come in, and it will be a run there for Milwaukee. As Milwaukee cuts us down to a single run here. Big hit there for Ryan McMahon. As they're now trailing by 1. 4-3 here in the inning. As that's a great hit. And, of course, now moves everybody up 90 feet. Putting our guy, King, at second base. So GLB up next here. Still nobody out. A pitcher's count here, 1-2. And he's going to hit this one. That's going to fly over to right field. And that's going to drop down. And that's going to be a base hit there. Now bases are loaded here for Milwaukee. And Milwaukee's starting to get this fifth inning going here for themselves. So far, they've scored 1 run. They want to try to see if they can score a little bit more here. Another run here will, of course, tie this one up. So we'll see what Tyrone Taylor can do here in this situation. This is a big at-bat for him. Bases are loaded, nobody out. He's got a count of 0-1. This one's going to get hit there. It's going to drop. That's going to be a base hit. That should bring in a runner here. And we'll see if it does. It's going to actually bring in 2 runs. Nice hit there. Milwaukee takes the lead here, 5-4. Here in the bottom half of the fifth. Look at this hit right there. Nice job. As they are able to bring in 2 runs. And the second run comes in, sneaking in the back door there. Nice job. As 2 come across, and they'll take the lead. Bottom of the 6th here coming up. We'll see. Up by 2 now here. 6-4 here in the bottom half of the 6th. Bases are empty and 1 out. And, of course, King 1 for 3 for the day here. We'll see if he can continue this. Try to see maybe he gets, hopefully, on board here again. And they can start another rally. And he's going to pop this one up there. That's going to make it now the count 1-1. So can't do much with that pitch there. Let's see what he can try to do here in this next pitch. And he is going to hit this one up the middle there. That should be a base hit, and he's going to hustle down the first base line. And a great job there for him. As the second baseman tried to make a play there. But unfortunately, just could not get that ball there to first on time. As you see a great hustle there from our center fielder. Nice job there from King getting down the line. So McMahon's up next here. And of course he started that rally earlier. See if he can now start a new one here in this inning. Get off the bag here just a little bit there for King. As he'll swing and a miss there, and that'll be a strikeout there for McMahon. It's 2 away. So Yu Darvish having a bit of trouble here now. Here in the, of course, the last inning there in the fifth. Now here in the bottom half of the sixth, starting to turn things around. We'll see if he can now get out of this inning here. Is this going to be a ground ball there? Pass the infield. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to put us on board. Nice hit there from Gio. As it makes it now 2 runners on board with 2 out. So looking to try to see if we can get something going here. 2 on. 2 out. 0-2 count here for Taylor. And, of course, Taylor here. Going to get a hit there. That's going to be a base hit there. King going to go try for it to get down the home plate. Oh, they're going to get him at the plate there. Nice throw there from Tatis. I think it's the second time he's gunned him down here in this series. Now, San Diego will end up coming back here as we go to the top, our bottom half of the 8th. And they will score 6 runs there, as it makes it now a 6-10 ball game. And here we are trying to avoid this double play, but unfortunately, King gets himself in trouble there. And that's how this one's going to end, as San Diego able to take the win here today. And they get a nice victory here on the road against us. Tough break as they win this one 11-6 is your final. 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for San Diego. For us, 6 runs, 17 hits. Wow. And 0 runs. That should have been a win for us. But we really blew it up there. Looks like in the 8th inning, giving up 5 runs. Guys, what are we thinking there? And that is how this one's going to end. So you take a look here as we get ready for the next series coming up. And it looks like we're taking on the White Sox here today. As that was not a way how we should end things there in that series with the Padres. That should have been a win there, especially in that game. As we were coming back there, of course, our bullpen, not the best bullpen in the world, but, you know, we've seen them do better. Unfortunately today, that was it's gonna cause them to come up short here in this one. And so now we're gonna get ready for this White Sox series. There, you see Andrew Vaughn, and of course some other players here. We're gonna see Davis Martin, the starter for them. He's a C potential, 72 overall. He's been in the league for just under a year, or just about a little over a year. He's from Texas, 27 years of age, 6'2", 200 pound. He's 4-2 for the season so far here, and he's pitched a little over 60 innings so far this season. He's given up 7 home runs, 22 walks, and has struck out 40. His ERA is at 2.76, and of course he is trying to, of course, get himself here. Even though he is young on the roster, he is still trying to get himself a spot here on the team here as part of the rotation. And right now he's young enough. He's still going to build up to that. Now before the game, of course, we're going to show you here. I don't show this too often, but I want to show you my lack of skills here with the mini games here. And these mini games, I like them, but they are a little bit tough compared to years past, which I like. I like the challenge. You don't get those points automatically, or they don't make them too easy like they used to. But there you see King trying to get himself going there. We're doing the ladder step, the horizontal ladder, or whatever the hell they call it. Anyway, he's trying to get his workout in here before the game, and there you see just falling everywhere. And yeah, not too good of a workout here today, but nonetheless, that's going to help us out here. We're going to get some attributes there to our reaction. And of course, we just desperately need some speed. So hopefully we'll get better at it as we go along here. So here we are, back still at home in this series, and this interleague series coming up with the Chicago White Sox, the good guys, as they like to call themselves, of the South Side here. We'll see what King can do here with 2 on and nobody out in this game. And of course, King would love to try to get a series going on the right direction as they didn't do so well there in that previous game there against the Padres, as they ended up losing that series 2-1. So now we'll try to see if we can bounce back here and try to win this series here today, as that ball's going to be fouled off, and it's going to be now 0-2 here for King. So King trying to be patient at the plate here, and he's going to swing and a miss there. And I think his patience is run dry here, as he'll strike out there, leaving 2 there on the bags. As now goes to the bottom half of the third, and there are nobody on and 1 out. And King takes the first pitch here. That's going to be a strike, or excuse me, a ball. It's going to be 1-0. So already ahead in the count here, trying to get himself in a good situation here, as there's tied ball game here, and maybe try to get a rally going now here in the 3rd inning. But he'll foul that one off, making it now 1-1. So now 1-1. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off, and it's going to be now 1-2. So King, of course, look up to his big brother here, been asking, every so often he will talk to his big brother, DeMarcus, about the art of hitting, as, DeMarcus has been doing very well for himself in the majors, as he'll swing and a miss there, and he'll strike out. And, of course, every so often he'll call his big bro up, ask him how to deal with the slump that he was in. And so far, he's kind of worked his way out of it. You got to kind of just keep reading pitches, and to a point where you start seeing things before, you read the pitcher's cadence, you read their body language of, some pitches they know they're confident in, some other pitches they're not. And once you figure that out and learn that from different pitchers, you can be able to start getting your swing back, and you see getting a nice base hit there, as we're down by 2 here in the bottom half of the 5th, as King gets himself on board. So Willie up next here. Willie, of course, right now leading the team with home runs, and we'll see if he can try to get a home run here to get this game tied back up 5 apiece, as we're currently down by 2. So you try to tag us out there at first. We'll see the pitch here, and Willie's going to pop this one up there. That's going to go to shallow right field, and a nice hustle there from the right fielder. That will retire the side. Go to the bottom half of the 8th. It's now 8-3, with, of course, 1 away. Bases are empty. And, of course, we're trying to get ourselves here, trying to get on board here. Get it. This is pretty much our last chance, really, here in today's game to get back in this ball game. Of course, you do have a bottom of the 9th, but last chance really here, and this is, at least in this situation here, last chance for King to get something going, as he is not having the best day here. 1 for 3, and it could turn out being 1 for 4 here if he's not too careful. 2-1 count. King looking for the pitch here, and he go ahead and slaps this one over there to right field. That's going to be caught or easily snagged there by the second baseman, and that's going to retire him at first base. So nice hustle there from the second baseman, and that'll be it for this one, as they take game 1 of this 3-game series here at home. Final score 9-5. Chicago 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors. For us, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And Davis Martin will get the course pick up the win. King 1 for 4 in the ball game with a single. And of course, we are trying to do our best here to, basically trying to stay alive here, as we, didn't do so well against that Padres series, and just trying to have a good first start here as we go into the second half of the season. So AJ Alexy will be up next here, and he's been on the team for a short, brief time now. And as you take a look here, 25 years of age, 6'4", 195 pounds for Pennsylvania. And he's a righty. And he has a pretty good, nice four-seam fastball along with that circle change, slider, and a 6-12 curve. He's been in 18 starts so far this season. He's 4-9 for the year. And currently right now, he has pitched close to 80, a little over 80 innings for this season so far. He's given up 16 home runs, walked 68, and has struck out 86. His ERA is up there. It's around in the stratosphere around 7. So he, like I said, he is trying. They see him. They need all the help they can get right now with this White Sox rotation. So he's he's going to have those growing problems here. And of course today will be a great day here to, of course, try to deal with those growing problems. So if we can get our bat alive here, as you see there, Harry Ford will make his debut there for the White Sox. So a big day there for him. He's hoping to have a good game here, but of course King trying to have a good day here as the bases are loaded, and he'll take the first pitch, and that'll be ball 1. So currently right now in third place there in the American League Central. That will be your obviously your White Sox here, trying to stay alive and keep hope here in that division. As they see another foul ball there from King, makes it now a 1-1 count. So King going for the pitch here, and he'll drew a good eye there at that time, as he'll see now a 2-1 count. So patient there. That's what I like to see from the batter. We'll see if King now can try to take advantage of this, trying to find a pitch. And try to go after that outside pitch there, and it's going to foul it off. Unfortunately, bad timing on his part. Now looking at a 2-2. So now let's see what the pitcher's going to try to do here. He's going to try to change his eyesight there, and he does a little bit there, more inside. Still makes it 2-2. So 2-2 count. Bases are loaded, nobody out. This will be a great way to open up the first inning. As King just cannot, he goes after that pitch. It's outside the zone, and he will foul it off. So another 2-2 count. And he was swinging and missed there. That'll have him retire there. That's 1 away. So King trying to be a little bit of a hero. He's trying to at least put the ball in play, but fortunately he just cannot time it there. It was too far inside. And he'll take a big hack at it. And they'll retire his at bat there in the bottom of the first. Bottom of the third here. He gets another opportunity here to get something going. This time he has a runner on first with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the third, Milwaukee leads by 2. And of course King here going to go after the first pitch. That's going to be a 4-seamer low and away. So now 0-1 for King. Crowd trying to stay quiet here, let King concentrate here, as he's now 0-2. So 0-2 count. Bases are empty, or bases runner on board, with nobody out. And of course King wants to try to do his best to be the one that gets the first out here in the inning, especially with a man on. And King gets a hold of this one here. He is going to go opposite field. This is going to go high and going to go deep, but it's going to be caught at the wall. And a nice hustle there for the left fielder, as he steals a potential double off that wall. Nice job there from the right or left fielder there for the White Sox. So now bottom of the fifth here. Bases are empty, and there are one out. And King will take a slider there. Makes it now 1-0. So hitters count. And of course King here would like to go. Well, he'd like to do something there, but unfortunately he will foul that one off. Making the count now 1-1. Gets hold of this one here. He's going to fly this one over left or right field. That one's going to fall down. That's going to be good enough for a double. putting him in score position now with one away. And a nice hit there for that young man as he gets his 23rd double of the season. And that's going to help us out very well here as we do have a nice lead. But, of course, no lead is safe. So we'll try to see if we can try to tack on some more here. And we'll see who the next batter is. It's going to be Ryan McMahon. So we'll see what Ryan McMahon can do with a 3-0 count here. He has a nice hitter's count. We'll see if he can now try to bring that runner home from second as he takes a pitch. And looks like it'll be ball 4. He is going to take a walk. So he's going to get first base. So now 2 on, 1 out. And we'll see what Gio can do here as Gio's looking at a 2-2 count. So now 2-2 count here. And this one's going to be a grounder there. And that's going to be a good play there to first. And they get the routine play. That ends the inning. So bottom of the 7th here with 1 on, 1 out. And, of course, we have a runner in scoring position here. So we know that opportunity like this is going to so far has not been the favor of King this season. Let's see if we can change that here. As he's here in the bottom half of the 7th. 1 on at second with 1 out. And he's going to take a pitch here, and he's going to hit this one there. That's going to go drop down to shallow right field. The runner will not be able to advance. Or actually, no, it's going to be caught instead. And that's going to be caught by Sheets. As I thought that was going to drop down from his glove there, but he actually gets a hold of it. So that ends this one here, but we do pick up the win. Thank goodness. As we get our first win here in this series here against the White Sox. Final score of 2-1. Milwaukee 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Chicago 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And a great job there. King 1 for 4 for the day with that double. Fortunately, left stranded there, and not much for him to really get too excited about. But nonetheless, he does get the him and his team do get the victory. Now we're going to see if we can try to wrap this series up here with Game 3. As Dylan Cease will, of course, be on the hill there for Chicago. 93 overall, 8 potential. He's been in the league for quite some time now, for a little over 5 years. 28 years of age, 6'2", and he is 195 pounds for Georgia. And we'll see if this young man can, of course, pump the brakes here and try to win this series here for Chicago. In this rubber match here today, as we're in the final 3rd game of this interleague series between the two of us. 7-5 for the record so far. A little over 115 innings of work. He's given up 98 hits, 47 runs. 43 of those runs were earned. I gave up looks like 6 or so home runs. And he has struck out 123. So he knows finding ways. He knows it looks like his best way of getting guys out is that strikeout. And of course, the nice repertoire of pitches there he has up in that right-hand corner there really has helped him out this season. So we'll see if we can try to avoid being another victim of his, as he's been pitching very well here this season. And let's see if we can try to change things up. As you see, there's WAR is well above 1. It's at 2.6, 2.5, something like that. So he's got a pretty good WAR. So he knows what it takes to win games, and he's going to try to do his best here to put at least put the brakes on us and try to walk out here with a 2 lead victory here in this interleague matchup. So there you see the first 2 games so far. Chicago did a great job there molly whopping us in that first one. In the second one, we were able to get 1 more extra run, and of course won that one 2-1. So here we go, 3rd and final game. Oh, we'll see what Deshaun can do with 1 on and 1 out. And he'll take his pitch, and that'll be a curve or a slider there, low and inside. So we don't see that too often there. Usually it's high and away, or usually it's high and away from us. And there you see they're going to check on the runner there. And make sure the runner stays where he's at. One will count. This is going to be a ground. Oh, almost in the dirt there. As he tried to go after that pitch. 1-1. And again. And then almost in the dirt there. Change up. So concentration here for King is going to be very important now. And these first bats here in this game, that'll be a foul ball. Makes it now 1-2. So 1-2 count. And we'll see the pitch. And this one's going to get a snag there. And that's going to go deep over there to right field. Nice hustle there for the right fielder as they get the second out of the inning. So now we go to the bottom of the fourth here with nobody on. And, of course, one out. And we'll see the pitch here. That one outside there. Didn't go after it. Smart. 0-1 count. As that ball's going to be fouled off. And we're looking at a 1-1. King trying to find these pitches here, but he's just not be able to get to him. Or if anything, he's probably a little late or too early. As we're looking at a 1-2 count now. And the pitch there, and that's going to be a four-seamer outside the zone there. Makes it now 2-2. So Cease trying to play a little bit of mind games now. And maybe have King overthink something here in this next pitch. We'll see what King does. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a chopper there to the third baseman. Third baseman make a nice hustle there to the first. And that will retire the side. So nice hustle there. As Chicago making sure they can hold on to the lead. Right now, Chicago here trailing by 1. As we're able to fight back here, 3-2. Bottom of the sixth with one out, nobody on. And there's a pitch. And that is going to be 1-0 count. And another foul ball there. So now 1-1 count. Milwaukee up by 1. See the pitch there? That's going to be a ground or a foul off there. As he is King. Really has an idea of where this pitcher's at. Just cannot straighten anything out. And he'll take that pitch there. That's right near the chin. So now 2-2. And, oh, nice, perfect here. This one's going to go high. It is going to go deep. It's going to scream out of the ballpark. Home run for Deshaun King. What a hit there for him. 17th home run of the season. That goes 456 or 436, something like that. Nice swing. And he is able to put himself on the board here for the Brew Crew. And take a look at the replay. And look at this. Just a great swing. He knew that time around. He knew that ball was going to be placed at. And did a great. He just, King just did a great job there, just falling through that swing. So now bottom of the 8th. One out, nobody on here. We're up by 2. And of course, we'd like to see King try to add some more insurance run here as he takes the first pitch. And he's got an 0-1. So 0-1 count here for King. And we'll see the next pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be ball out of the zone. Ball 1. And there you see a ball hit there. That's going to be a routine play. And they're going to get the first baseman out there. And that will retire his at-bat. And that right there is enough for us to get the win. Woo! I was a little getting kind of a little worried about that. I wasn't for sure they're going to hold on to it, but we do hang on to the win, or to that lead, and we win this one 4-2. King goes 1 for 4 in the ball game with a home run, his 17th of the season, as well as an RBI and a run scored. So yeah, tough, tough indeed. But nonetheless, here we do a great job, and we get the victory, and that is going to help us out here. So unfortunately, we didn't win the first series, but we do come back and win the second game, or at least the second series here in today's episode, here against these White Sox. But take a look here. We're doing some last-minute training here. Looks like we're working on durability and clutch, which is very important. You got to be on the, you got to be athletic at the same time. Got to be reliable when they need you. So we'll take a look here at the standings right before we go to wrap up today's episode. Brewers right now in first place. Nice job. As we have a battle going on here between us and the Reds. Reds right now in second place with 4.5 games back. And then you got the Cubbies with 6.5 games back. Cardinals with 7.5 games back. And then the the Pirates with 12.5 games back. So coming up in the next episode, episode 38, we'll be on the road here once again. As this time we're going to head down to Texas and head to SoCal, California. We're taking on the Houston Astros in 3 games there. And, of course, wrap up the road trip there in Southern California, taking on the Dodgers, who are right now the best team in Major League Baseball. And they are playing that way, much so. And we'll see who's on that squad and what they are doing in that particular particular road show. So it's going to be a challenge. Both teams are good. They got good players. Still got their elite players there. So it's going to be definitely be a good challenge here. Of course, we're going to see some really good pitching in all those games here coming up for Deshaun King. So he's got to prepare himself and get ready. But that's it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And, of course, check out our other Road Show characters on here on this channel. Of course, don't forget on our main channel over on ESGNet. As always, guys, have a great day, and I will see you all next time.